Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy Broken Sworda. Dotarliśmy przed hotel Ubu, mamy tutaj dwóch bandziorów. Pogadajmy z nimi.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Okej, wypytajmy się na wszystkie tematy.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
Ale tak niemiło mu z oczu patrzy, jakby chciał nam, wiecie, wpierdzielić.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Ale pocisnął George'owi.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
A może wiedzą, tylko nie chcą powiedzieć. Może to jest ochrona tego całego Kana.
have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
Jestem ciekaw, co się stanie, kiedy pokażemy to zdjęcie.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No. I never saw him.
Albo wie i nie chce powiedzieć, albo faktycznie nic nie wie.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
No, mówiłem. Chce nam wpierdzielić.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Okej. Ale ma taki dziwny akcent ten gościu, nie? Tak bardzo wymawia R. Nie wiem, być może jest jakimś Ruskiem, Ukraińcem. Albo Włochem?
Forget it.
Dobra, pogadajmy z tym drugim.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
No i te same opcje.
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain. You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
Ale to taki staruszek.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Deska prosto w twarz, wow. To takie troszeczkę sadystyczne, nie sądzicie? A nie spodziewałbym się tego po tym staruszku.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No. I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. Nope, I don't.
What do these... Oh, never mind.
No jestem ciekaw, czy ten dziadek uściśnie nam dłoń.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats.
Nikt nie chce nam uścisnąć dłoni, no ale w sumie co się dziwić, skoro nosimy taką chusteczkę w kieszeni.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Dziwny gościu, okej.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Dobra, pogadaliśmy na wszystkie tematy, mamy jakąś tabliczkę.
The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy, were they expensive. The killer must have been earning a fat wad to pay for accommodation like this.
No jak w każdym hotelu w wielkim mieście, też są ceny ogromne. Chociaż ja w wielkich miastach nie sypiam, ale się domyślam. Dobra, zanim wejdziemy do hotelu, zobaczmy, co znajduje się na zapleczu. Nie chciałem wychodzić. Chcę zobaczyć, co kryje się na zapleczu. Mamy flagę Japonii, mamy flagę Francji. To może być Wielka Brytania. kolejne śmietniki. George, ty je strasznie lubisz. Ale dobra. Nie widzę żadnych punktów interaktywnych, więc żadnego przedmiotu pewnie tu nie znajdziemy, ale mamy okno. Okej. Wejdźmy zatem do hotelu. Dalej mamy flagę Stanów Zjednoczonych, flagę Niemiec, flagę Włoch i to jest chyba Dania albo Norwegia. Mamy jakiegoś gościa siedzącego przy fontannie. To wygląda jak fontanna, ale to chyba nie jest fontanna. No i mamy jakąś pianistkę.
The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips.
Wygląda jak taki profesorek.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dobra, wypytajmy go o Plantarda.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Ja też widziałem dość śmierci w swoim życiu. Jak się jeździ na wypadki, to takie rzeczy, no widzi się strasznie często. Uwierzcie mi, że do samej śmierci da się przyzwyczaić, znaczy do widoku śmierci. Ale widząc rodzinę płaczącą na miejscu zdarzenia, to nie jest fajne. Do tego nigdy się nie przyzwyczaję i... nie wiem, zawsze będzie mi smutno.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Odnośnie firmy Marks and Spencer. Oni mają sieć z ubraniami, ale mieli też sieć z żywnością. Takie wiecie, sklepy spożywcze. I w firmie, w której pracuję, robiliśmy dla nich pikle. Przede wszystkim ogórki piklowane, jalapenosa i tak dalej, i tak dalej. No ale coś się stało z tą siecią, że pozrywali kontrakty, nie wiem, teraz chyba tylko mają sieć z ciuchami. Z żywnościówki całkowicie zrezygnowali, tak mi się wydaje.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
Okej.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Czyli gościu zna mordercę.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
No dobra. Co mamy dalej?
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
To był jeszcze większy pocisk niż mieliśmy na zewnątrz. Wow, chyba naprawdę nikt nie lubi George'a.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
No to na razie. Miło było, ale
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
niezbyt mi pomogłeś. Pogadajmy z pianistką.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobbard, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
No i takie podejście mi się podoba. Dobra, wypytajmy ją o Kana.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is dick.
Precisely.
Kutas? Serio?
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
No chyba rozmawiamy o dwóch różnych osobach.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Okej, czyli tamten gość jest jednak Włochem.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Fajne podejście, naprawdę.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
A cóż takiego wydarzyło się ostatniej nocy?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobbard. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Okej. Mam nadzieję, że nie mówi tutaj o Kanie.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Merlin.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good heavens, are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan. Did I show you this false nose?
Yes, you did.
Dobra, pokaż mi jej zdjęcie, może rozpozna tego gościa.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Czyli tak jak podejrzewałem, chodziło o Kana. Wow. Dobrze, że nie zrobił jej krzywdy, aczkolwiek wydaje mi się, że bardziej chodziło mu tutaj o jej majątek.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobbard. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
No dobra, czyli będziemy musieli w jakiś sposób dostać się do sejfu.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
I gdybyśmy wiedzieli, gdzie się znajduje. Oprócz tego, że znajduje się na drugim piętrze.
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
Oh, I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Na Kanie. Nie wiem, czy jest rozsądne podawać brzęczek, ten wiecie, który razi prądem lady, ale wypróbujmy. Może się nie obrazi.
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists and I want to keep it that way, despite the enormous social gulf between us.
No dobra.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Good God, no!
I just thought the smell might be familiar.
Please, darling, put it away. I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
I have to go, ma'am.
Naprawdę bardzo przyjemna kobitka. Fajnie mi się z nią rozmawiało. Ale okej, mamy tutaj recepcjonistę.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Safe.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Nie mamy dowodu, nie mamy paszportu, nie mamy dojścia do sejfu. Plantard.
Do you know a man named Plantow?
No, monsieur.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
Nie, ty jesteś klaunem.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Tak, i chętnie bym na tobie tego użył.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Trochę takie obrzydliwe, nie? Taką uślądraną chusteczkę nosić w kieszeni. Tak naprawdę nie wiadomo do końca, co na niej się znajduje.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Okej, mamy też księgę.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin. It was the register of guests staying at the hotel.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You are trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
Dobra, czyli nie udało nam się wziąć klucza. Poprośmy zatem o pomoc Lady. Ja myślę, że ona będzie gotowa nam pomóc. Tym bardziej, że też chce złapać Merlina, a raczej Kana.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Potrzebuję klucza.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
I guess I am.
Good heavens, I must be dreaming.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
I'm hoping it's the key to Merlin's room.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
No i o to chodzi.
I say! You there? Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you, my dear.
Ten gościu tak chodzi, jakby był gejem. Tak wiecie, laluś plastuś. Dobra, udało nam się zdobyć klucz. W takim razie do góry. Dopóki jeszcze recepcjonista nie wrócił, a raczej portier. Dobra, drugie piętro, tak? Jedne drzwi, drugie drzwi, trzecie drzwi. Mamy też numerki.
The door was locked. Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Okej, czyli to był klucz do pokoju trzeciego. Nie wygląda jak pokój mordercy. Aczkolwiek mogę się mylić. Możemy przejrzeć szafkę. Jaki telewizor.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelled of onions. No kidding, it really did.
No to na pewno w tym pokoju mieszkał jakiś Polak. Bez kitu. Wyjdźmy na okno. Z tego co wiemy, Merlin mieszka w pokoju numer 2. Poza niczym Spider-Man. Na szczęście ma okno otwarte od pokoju, więc bez problemu dostaniemy się do środka. A, i to są te kubły, które znajdują się na dole, w tym zaułku. No, to już bardziej wygląda na pokój mordercy. Zobaczmy, co kryje się w szafce.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Czyli nic tam nie ma. Ale może coś pod pościelą znajdziemy.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
A i gdybyś miał lampkę z ultrafioletem, to byś zobaczył, ile tam jest śladów. No mamy tam jakieś spodnie, George.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants. The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases.
Czyli nic tam nie ma. Tu też coś leży. Chyba, że to jest to łóżko. No łóżko. Okej. Mamy walizkę.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Czyli cała zawartość, kosztowności są tak naprawdę schowane w sejfie. Jest i kan. Coś tam ma. A, klucz do swojego pokoju. Dobra, musimy się szybko ukryć.
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Okej, musimy się szybko ukryć. Do szafy. Jaka mina. Na szczęście Kan wyszedł ze swojego pokoju, okej. Coś zostawił na łóżku.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Okej, czyli mamy przepustkę. No dobra. Ja myślę, że to wystarczy, żeby pokazać portierowi, żeby dał nam to, co znajduje się w sejfie. W takim razie z powrotem na parter. Ale portiera nie ma.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 20...
O, wrócił. Taki dumny z siebie.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe I can live with that.
No dobra. Czyli po raz kolejny musimy poprosić Lady o pomoc. Oj, ona zrobi porządek z portierem. Ma cięty język.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Chodzi o portiera.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers. But he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Tak wiecie, nasza mama, nie? Nie udaje nam się czegoś zrobić, idziemy do Lady i ona bierze sprawy w swoje ręce.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
No, troszeczkę postraszyliśmy portiera i zadziałało.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Manuskrypt.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Dobra. Mamy manuskrypt. Ale słuchajcie, kiedy będziemy chcieli wyjść teraz na zewnątrz, no to te dwa rzezimieszki, które tam stoją, będą nas przeszukiwały. Kiedy znajdą manuskrypt, gierka nas po prostu cofnie. Dlatego musimy udać się po raz kolejny na górę, wyjrzeć przez okno i wyrzucić ten manuskrypt na to zaplecze. Wtedy bez problemu będziemy mogli wyjść na zewnątrz i po naszym przeszukaniu niczego przy nas nie znajdą.
The door was locked.
Tyle jeszcze pamiętam z tej gierki, ja grałem w nią naprawdę bardzo dawno temu. I o dziwo grałem w nią tylko raz, a w drugą część znowu grałem chyba z 20 razy. Okej, to jest ten manuskrypt, tak mi się wydaje.
The matchbook bore a pattern.
Tu mamy manuskrypt.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
No mam nadzieję, że nikt go nie znajdzie, zanim my go weźmiemy. Ale teraz mamy drogę bezpieczną, żeby wyjść na zewnątrz. Okej. Dzięki, Lady, naprawdę mi strasznie pomogłaś. Mam nadzieję, że jeszcze nie raz się spotkamy.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Flap. Być może te rzezimieszki nazywają się Flip i Flap.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Flap i Głap, czy jakoś tak, okej. Przeszukali nas, nic nie znaleźli, a my możemy spokojnie iść po manuskrypt.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out. You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boo.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Wow.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, George. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
No dobra.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobinel.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
Okej. Czyli będziemy musieli udać się do muzeum. Dobra, mamy 4 opcje.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid, Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either. A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Okej, czyli tak czy inaczej będziemy musieli udać się do muzeum, żeby dowiedzieć się więcej szczegółów.
Let's take another look at...
Nie chciałem spoglądać po raz kolejny.
Maybe I'll check out the Krön Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
No to w takim razie co? Do muzeum. I nasza ulubiona kwieciarka cały czas coś dziarga na tych drutach. Dobra, moi drodzy, dotarliśmy przed muzeum, ale do środka wejdziemy w kolejnym odcinku. Tak więc, dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!